Welcome. Tonight we're going to be playing around with the Angostura 1990 rum from Trinidad and Tobago. I haven't been there, but from looking at the awards of this rum, it seems like this is one of the finest rums you can get from the area. And I mean, that area is one of the fantastic areas for rums. This one is quite strong, 40% alcohol, extracts of vanilla. It's not really on the sweet side. So let's start off this session with just a simple sniff and just examining the rum itself. I'm just going to pour a little bit here myself. Really what I want to do is I'm going to be creating a cocktail, and I want to highlight this rum. I want to keep the flavor and the smoothness of the rum and some of the smell, but also kind of bring a few of those flavors out, and at the same time make it more available for everybody, pretty much, for everyone, because once again, this is quite a hard-hitting rum. It's quite heavy. Yeah, you can smell some vanilla. It smells kind of sweet, but once you taste it, quite a few spices there you can taste. It's very smooth. Just a tiny bit of vanilla you can taste. Now, some people will, I'm sure, will say that's gonna kind of almost destroy it. But, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about playing around with flavors, kind of mixing up flavors, and that's how the younger generations get introduced to new flavors. So what I'm going to do is take 10 milliliters of vanilla extracts. 10, I would say, is a good, healthy amount. It's going to be not too much, not too less. I did experiment, of course, beforehand with these flavors, and I would say 10 is probably the minimum. Again, we want to bring in quite a fair amount of new audience to this rum, so I want to make it a little sweeter. Then we would take some honey, some fine honey, and the honeycomb is in here. Now we're going to use this honeycomb as well, at least a part of it we're going to use once we garnish. So we're going to garnish with the honeycomb, and that will also keep some of that honey in the actual drink, I believe. So yeah, that's going to be, I think that's going to work quite well. Again, 10 milliliters of this fine honey. Now already, I mean, you can kind of smell some honey in the actual rum and some vanilla. So I mean, this right here, I'm not really adding that much new into it. I just want to highlight some of these fine flavors that the rum already has. Now we are going to take 50 milliliters of the Angostura 1919. There we go, just a tiny bit more. There we go, just like that. We're going to add just a few pieces of ice. And just finely stir it. We're not going to shake it, you know, we don't want to mix this drink with air or anything like that. We just want to calmly, we're just going to stir it, just mixing up the flavors. After a little stir like that, we can add a bit more ice. Look at that. I really like how the vanilla particles look in the drink right now. And if you smell it, you can still really smell that quite a defining flavor of the Angostura 1919. Now, once that is just chilling, we're just going to cut a slice of the honeycomb. Just like so, just like so. There we go. And once again, just continue mixing it. This will, of course, add a tiny bit more honey to the actual drink, a bit more sweetness, but that is totally fine. Now, if you do try this, and I hope you will, do let me know how you like it, because I am very curious, and do let me know what you think of this flavor. If you don't try it, what do you think? Do you think these flavors work or what, you know? So there we go. Now this should add some sweetness, some vanilla to it, and I believe it's going to make a fine drink on a Friday or Saturday night, you know, if you're watching a film or you just want to relax and chill on your own with a book or anything. I do believe that really is a fine, fine drink. I mean, dead easy to make. It really highlights the Angostura's flavors, like vanilla. I added some honey to it, but once again, you can very much smell the honey in the rum, so again, it's nothing new. It's just really taking those fine flavors that you can really smell in the rum and just really highlighting them a lot more. And now it's nice and sweet, and it's fantastic. I believe this should go down well with women, with the younger generation, with a club generation.